matter what I do and how.
I am your son. You direct a course for me with good intention, and I follow it. I do not believe that marriage is more important to me than your advice and good counsel.
Son, you should hold that to your heart. Everything is second to a father's will. That's the reason men pray for children. To have them growing up at home, boys, obedient, the kind to punish those who hate their father, and honor those who love him as much as he does himself. The man who has worthless sons, what does he have for himself but hardship and a laugh for his enemies? That's the way things are. You shouldn't throw out principle for a little fun, for the sake of a woman. And remember, a treacherous wife turns cold in your arms, and no one can hurt you worse than a false friend. No, kick this out of your system. Send that girl out like you would any other enemy, and let her be a bride in Hades' household. I caught her in open rebellion. Her alone out of all the nation. I won't be a leader who lies to his people. No. I will kill her. Let her sing a song to Zeus for the bonds of blood. But if I rear a disorderly family, I'm feeding general disorder. The man who is a right man in his own home is a just man where the state is concerned. But men who break laws, use violence against them, thinks he can give orders to stronger men, gains no praise from me. The state, when she sets someone up, you must obey him. In small manners, in just acts, and in both opposites. For my part, I am certain that a man willing to be ruled can himself rule well. He is the man who stands firm in the storm of battle, holds his post up in front of you and by your side, rightly, nobly. But it's lack of leadership that ravages nations, drives men from their homes, makes allies defect. But when men are ruled right, it's their obedience to authority that saves their lives. That's why we have to defend honorable men. Never let women get the better of us. If we must fall, 'tis better to fall a real man and not be called worse than women.
It is my belief, unless time has robbed me of discernment, that you speak sensibly on the subject.
Father, the gods implant intelligence in humans. Of all of our compromises, that is the supreme one. Now, I lack the power and experience to tell you that you are wrong, and that's just as well. But perhaps a second opinion will be valuable. I am bound naturally to watch over all things concerning you, what people may say or do, or any fault that one can find with you. You see, for the common man, your gaze is terrible. He cannot find the words to describe the things that displease you, and I do hear things under cover of darkness. What our country says in defense for this poor girl, that no one is more innocent, no death more awful, no deed more noble than hers. With her own brother fallen, slaughtered and left unburied, she would not leave him for crows and dogs butchering. Shouldn't her fate be golden glory? Isn't she worthy? Now that is the word. It is dark and travels in silence. There is no possession, Father, that I hold more dear to my heart than your happiness and good fortune. And what greater prize can children possess than a father flourishing in glory and glorying in their honor? Please, be different this once. Listen to what someone else says for once. Whenever a man supposes that he alone has expressions or intelligence or feelings, he exposes himself and shows his emptiness. And it is still wise, even for an honest man, to learn and relent. In the winter floods, you can see how the tree that gives way saves every stem, while those that strain are uprooted, destroyed, same as the man who tightens the halyard and doesn't slacken is capsized. Now, don't be angry. Allow yourself some leeway, and let me give my opinion. Young as I may be, it would be best if we were born knowing everything, but it is still honest to learn from honest men.
What he says is to the point. You would do well to learn from him. And you too, from your father.
Men my age learn from him.
Well, suppose I am young. Look not at my age, look at what I do.
Ah, what you do? Give your loyalty to rebels?
No, and nor would I ever encourage someone to give their faith or be trusting to someone who is knowingly doing wrong.
But didn't that girl do wrong?
The whole nation denies it.
Will the nation tell me what orders I can give?
See, you're talking like a boy.
It's my job to rule this land. There's no one else.
No country belongs to one man.
Countries belong to the men with power. That's common knowledge.
Oh, you could rule a desert right if you were alone there.
Look at him, taking that woman's side, fighting me.
I'm on your side. It's you I'm concerned about.
Fine.